Right, you should have landed in Israel today.
Yeah, so we're going to look on the map and see where Israel is.
Where is Israel?
We went to China yesterday.
I wonder why that's still there.
Today we're going to Israel.
So
our old eyes have to look.
Yeah, it's gonna be right in here, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, about right in here would be.
Is it that little red one right there?
I think it is that little red one, and you can't see it, but right in there is Israel. So remember, we're over here with that lowercase a, and you're over here in Israel now. So we have moved over to Israel. They don't celebrate Christmas in Israel. They celebrate a different holiday. In Israel, during late fall or early winter, the Jewish people, and lots of the people that live there are Jewish. Jewish people live all over the world.
Yes,
so people all over the world celebrate this
We've had
holiday.
a student before who celebrated Hanukkah. That was what their religion celebrated.
So Hanukkah is celebrated in many other countries as well. It's a happy holiday that lasts for 8 days and nights with many customs. So let's see. In Israel, we say Hanukkah Somiach. I don't know how to say that. All right, Jewish calendar. The traditional Jewish calendar is different from the calendar we use every day. Our calendar is based on the sun and 365 days it takes for the earth to move completely around it. But the Jewish calendar is based on the moon. Didn't know that. Each month begins when there's a new moon in the sky, and each month has a Hebrew name. Hanukkah actually begins on the eve, the night before, the 25th day of the Hebrew month called Kislev. Depending on the year, this can be either in November or December. So this year, Hanukkah begins the evening of December 10th. So that was last Thursday.
This is Friday, so it was yesterday.
Hanukkah
began yesterday.
Yes, it did.
And it's a festival of lights, so it lasts. That festival of lights, or Hanukkah, lasts for 8 days, so it will be over Friday, December the 18th. Usually, it is right near Christmas time, sometimes a little before, sometimes a little after. I think it's a little earlier this year than sometimes. There are 8 nights of Hanukkah. It's called the Festival of Lights. The Jewish people give thanks for a battle that the Jewish people won more than 2,000 years ago against the ancient Greeks. While rededicating their temple, they found only enough oil to light their lamps for one night. It would take 8 days to make more. In what is known as the miracle of oil, the oil they had lasted for 8 days and nights. So they had the Festival of Lights to commemorate or remember that event. Today, families gather with relatives to celebrate and give thanks for 8 days and 8 nights.
So they light a menorah. This right here is a photograph. See how this text feature helps you? Because if I just read this and we talked about a menorah, you might not have a good image in your head. But seeing this photograph helps you understand what a menorah is. On each night of Hanukkah, families burn candles in a holder called a menorah. A menorah has a place for 9 candles. One of the candles is called a shamash, which means helper. It is lit first. I'm assuming maybe that middle one. It is lit first and used to light the other 8 candles, lighting one more candle each night. All of the candles are lit on the last night. The word menorah is Hebrew for lamp. A special prayer is recited each night as the candles of the menorah are lit.
Hanukkah is very much a religious holiday.
Yes.
And if you look at this picture, you're going to notice that menorah looks a little bit different. They all have the 9 candles. But
just like maybe we all decorate our Christmas trees a little differently, or each nativity scene we have maybe looks a little different.
Hanukkah foods. We look forward to the special foods we get to eat on Hanukkah. Potato pancakes, or latkes, and donuts fried in oil represent the miracle of the oil lasting for 8 days and nights. We also eat a special braided sweet bread with raisins called challah. Challah is pronounced challah, so I was saying it wrong, and is made with eggs and baked during the festive season to bring joy and happiness. So challah.
Those potato cakes look yummy.
I'm thinking they might be like Have you
Or
ever
like
made fried potato cakes?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Take your mashed potatoes.
The
and fry 'em.
dreidel game, and just a little side note here: when Miss Mullen was in first grade, I played a dreidel in our school Christmas play. Or we had some kind of there was a little dreidel song. I'm a little dreidel. I can remember that. Just had a flashback there. The dreidel game. Playing the dreidel game is a lot of fun for the whole family. All you need is a dreidel and a pile of beans, pennies, or chocolate gelt. The dreidel has four sides, each with a Hebrew letter on it that represents an action. We spin the dreidel, and depending on the letter it lands on, we either do nothing, put one in the middle, take half of what's in the middle, or take the whole pot. Whoever has the most when the pot is empty wins.
I want to play with chocolate, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll play with
So these
dreidel
are the
game.
with the symbols: Nun, He, Gemel, and Shin.
Yeah, and we're doing a terrible job pronouncing them.
Sorry.
Chocolate gelt, is that how you pronounce it? Or gelt? One of the favorite Hanukkah traditions is getting gold wrapped chocolate coins. That's very much
Like the Chinese.
The Chinese, it's a similar custom
That
there.
coin thing.
Mhm. We receive this along with gifts or real money during Hanukkah. It is said that after the battle was won against the Greeks, the Jewish people began producing their own money for the first time. Today, children receive chocolate coins on Hanukkah, and we sometimes use it as prizes when we play the dreidel game. So here is a close-up picture, and then see the text feature, dreidel and gelt or gelt.
And it shows how that, that was used as one of those prizes, one of those pieces. So now, before you depart Israel, we have some work to do.
You're going to,
Sorry, let me go back up here. Miss Mullen was working.
okay. You're going to read
So
about Israel, answer the questions about Hanukkah.
there are a few more questions over here, your exit slip, before you can keep going. Then there are 3 videos. You pick and choose 1 or 2 about celebrating Hanukkah or about the Festival of Lights. And then a story called The Night Before Hanukkah. Instead of the night before Christmas, it's a night before Hanukkah. Then you're going to type your postcard as if you have been to Israel celebrating Hanukkah. Remember to do this 3rd grade quality. We want a couple of paragraphs, complete sentences, details. If you can't remember what it's supposed to look like, you can use our example from up here that we did.
And boys and girls, go. You may have to do, like, I might need a little separate sheet of paper in front of me because, like, I'm not going to remember how to spell Hanukkah or menorah, and I might need to write those words down when I'm looking at the text so that I've got them to help me when I get ready to type them, because you don't know how to spell those, but you can look back and get that and write them down.
So if you think you've done that, check to see, did you read the text and answer the questions? Okay. Did you do the exit slip? Did you watch the video or listen to the stories and complete your postcard? If you've done all that,
move your passport stamp and head on.
Get back on the airplane.
America.
Get back on the airplane. All right. We will see where we land tomorrow. Monday.